Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Obviously, it's evening right now. Today, I had the intentions of talking to you about something totally different today, which I'll talk about in another video. But as I was leaving, and I already had this all planned out. I make content plans every week for the content I'm going to do. I decided to jump the ship and go with what I'm going to talk about tonight. What that is I want to talk to you about not letting other people derail you from good business ideas. The reason I want to talk to you about this is because a lot of entrepreneurs, even ones that I look up to, give the advice that if you have an idea or something that you want to do, you should only focus on one thing. And then after you do that one thing that you focused on, you just keep drilling down on that and continue following that one thing until you have gotten very successful at that. And I think that that's kind of throwing some people off. It's a little bit of a, there's definitely something to that, but it's a little too extreme. I think if you have a legitimate game plan and you have a legitimate process that you already know has worked or works, and you're following that, then there's no problem with you starting something new, because business opportunities come around all the time. You might learn something from one of a friend, a buddy, or through networking, something that you want to jump on. And do you think you're going to tell yourself, because I'm not the type of person to do this, to say, you know, I don't know much about that, or I'm not an expert in that, or you know, I'm going to spend I still have something else going here on the side that's not fully developed. No, I'm going to, as long as it's something that I feel in my gut, it's something I need to do, that I'm going to jump on it. Because the worst thing you can do is to not do it. It's to not take action, because you'll see that you have the ability to lose out on an opportunity, and then everyone else is gaining from that opportunity that you could have been a part of, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to be that guy. So I don't believe in that at all. I don't prescribe to that logic and that way of thinking. So what is my advice to you? My advice to you is, you may be someone similar to me or many of my peers and colleagues, which own multiple businesses, and that you're a serial entrepreneur in the making. You may not know it, but that may be your profile. You just are someone who wants to participate in all opportunities that are available to them. Now, hopefully that didn't disorient you. Does that mean to quit and give up on the other things, or to stop them in their tracks? Absolutely not. You can develop these businesses at the same time. As a matter of fact, one of the entrepreneurs that's very successful, that I recommend people follow because of his specific strength, which is podcasting. He doesn't even prescribe to some of the advice that he gives, you know, and that's just a human error, because, you know, nobody's perfect. But some of the stuff that he says, he does kind of the opposite. So he wants to tell you to do that. And I've heard this from several other, it wasn't just him, I've heard this from several other entrepreneurs that are successful. And yes, you should you should not just go jump off and, you know, just jump off the deep end into something unknown. That's obvious. But as long as you have something going, that you're seeing results in, and also you have you're behind it 100%. You've jumped in there all the way. You're all in. You're showing up every day for that particular business. It does not hurt at all. As a matter of fact, I suggest you jump into other business opportunities because I have 2 different businesses going on right now. No, 3, and I also know colleagues of mine that have 4, 5 different businesses that they're running at the same time, while just jumping into them at the same time. So why is that? Because the opportunity came along. When opportunity came along, and they were introduced to some of these businesses, they decided, let me jump on this. So anyway, a little bit of a different video. I haven't done one of these in a while. This is kind of one of my opinion type things, but I wanted to talk about it because I don't want people to get the wrong idea and think they have to be an expert and in their business that they're jumping into, which will prevent them from jumping into the business because they're scared of failure. So that's kind of where I want to end this video tonight. Please consider subscribing and following me on Instagram, because I'm going to be releasing videos that talk about entrepreneurship, success, building businesses from zero, from scratch, and actual processes that you can use, and explain some of these business models for the digital entrepreneur. And I also am specifically trying to focus on veterans too. So if you're a veteran or you're in the military, this channel is for you. So go ahead and consider subscribing, and I'll see you later. Peace.